My previous episodes, I made the comment that my whole life I've either been jacked or fat, and there's been no middle ground for me. And one of my listeners heard that, and they dropped me a DM on Instagram, which you can follow me on Instagram at JamesPhillip313. And if you have something you want me to talk about or cover, just drop me a DM and let me know, and I'll try to get you featured. But they wanted some more insights on the whole my what I do for fitness and dieting and all that kind of fun stuff. And it's like, all right, I'll enjoy this one. I'm someone that has lost 100 pounds before. I probably have done it twice. I was into bodybuilding. I was into powerlifting. I trained for some strongman, just for fun. I've been all over the place in terms of fitness, but as I was like building companies and like writing books, and my mind goes somewhere else, and then I gain a bunch of weight, and then I gotta lose it all. I've been all over the place. So I'm not giving any medical advice whatsoever. I'm just talking about my own experiences and what's worked for me. When it comes to your diet and your health and your fitness, talk to your doctor. Do not listen to me in any way, shape, or form. But just to give you an idea of, I always had a hard time. You read these magazines, you start reading online articles, and you talk to your friends and that are super fit, and they all got the answer on what you should do, what's the best thing to do. And what I learned when I lost weight and when I got fit, really fit, was I had to do what works for me, because we're all different people. We all have different cravings. We all have different levels of discipline and focus. Some of our lives are simple, and some people's lives are more complicated. I had to just figure out what works for me. One thing that I have realized, no matter what, over the years, I cannot do that eat 5 small meals a day shit. I tried, but I can't do it. It leaves me hungry all goddamn day, and all I end up doing is binge eating at that point. And I'm like, I'm driving down the road eating like a slice of pizza, getting grease all over the place by 6 p.m. when I do that. Not one slice of pizza. I end up eating a whole damn large pizza. Funny thing is, I would sit there and like eat a large pizza and watch The Biggest Loser. Like, I'm that asshole. So what I learned is looking at my own daily rhythms, when I'm hungry, just how I work and how I can map out when and where to spend my calories to make my day more successful when it comes to dieting. And I even use the word dieting because I'm trying to break a bad habit, essentially. But I don't want to go on a quote-unquote diet. I want to live like a normal human being. So I don't like eating in the morning for the most part. I'll drink a couple cups of coffee, and I'm pretty happy till like 11 a.m. or noon. And people tell me that's really unhealthy. Breakfast is the most important thing. And it's like, I get it, but I am up. I'm pretty energetic, and I'm pretty happy in the morning when I'm not eating. If I have to, I'll eat a banana with my coffee, or I'll wait a little while, and then I'll have like a piece of whole wheat toast with some peanut butter on it. And if you don't go too crazy with the peanut butter, that's 300 calories. Maybe I'll have a protein shake. The protein shakes I like at 50 grams of protein are like 250 calories, 300 calories. That's it for breakfast for the most part for me. And then when I'm trying to lose weight for my height and size and my muscle mass and my, where I'm at, I try to eat around 2,000 calories a day and then get a lot of exercise. So if I spend 300 calories on breakfast, I got 1,700 calories left, which is a lot and is not a lot for a dude my size. But then there's a couple ways I can do that. I can try eating lunch around noon, which is okay, but there's a lot of time left in the day before I go to bed, and there's not a lot of calories left after lunch. So what has worked for me anyways is, and again, I'm someone that has to feel full at least one time a day. I don't know about you. It's just who I am. If I don't feel full or like completely satisfied at least one time a day, I just get cravings. I want to binge. Shit rolls downhill really fast. So what I've tried to do is maybe eat my small breakfast a little bit later in the morning, and then try to eat my lunch, at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So I have a late lunch. And I make that lunch my bigger meal. And I'll show you here on like at Chipotle Grill something that I would eat and how many calories it would be. Um, that gets me close to full. That makes me feel satisfied. That makes me feel like I'm not going to starve to death. And you drink enough you drink enough water at that point, and I can get by till later in the afternoon, past dinner time, and then by the time I still got quite a few calories left to eat for dinner. Dinner, I try to cut back on carbs. I try not to eat any sugar, and I definitely don't want to overfill myself and go to bed with like a full stomach. Um, so my goal is to kind of just push everything out a little bit. My breakfast is a little bit later. If I get up in the morning, I can do some cardio on an empty stomach. Some people will say, "Don't quote me on this. I'm not anything. Don't listen to me." Doing cardio on an empty stomach can potentially help you burn more fat. I just feel better. I don't like working out with any food in my stomach for some other reasons. Um, so it's like, I push that out and get some of my cardio done in the morning, and then I have a light breakfast. Then my day's so busy by the time it's 1, 2 o'clock, I'm not, if you're not busy, it sucks because you're sitting around thinking about food all the time. I'm busy 7 days a week between the handful of companies I own, between podcasts I do, other media and music I work in. Day goes by fast. 1, 2 o'clock, okay, it's lunchtime. This is that meal that I'm going to try to make it big, but not too big. Going to get a burrito or a bowl. Because, the big thing for me is I used to do that when I was in the bodybuilding kind of scene. I'd cook like 50 pounds of chicken on a Sunday night, and then with a bunch of vegetables, and I put it in Tupperware containers, and that's what I'd eat all week. Man, it's like I'm too old for that shit now. I'm not messing with that. And the other thing I realize is eating like that, eating bland and very plain food, does not jive with me. I can't. It doesn't work. It forces me to have cravings. You end up binge eating again. I try to eat just real food, such as when I say real food, like real, not like real fresh, good food. The food that I would eat on a normal day, such as I'm gonna go to Chipotle Grill. I'm gonna go to Jimmy John's probably. I'm gonna get a Caesar salad somewhere. I'm not gonna just eat bland chicken and vegetables. I have to work these things into my diet because then your mind starts thinking, I'm never gonna be able to have fried chicken again. I'm never gonna be able to have a piece of pizza again. And that sets off triggers and makes you want to go binge again. So I try to work those things into my diet. I just cap myself at 2,000 calories. I gotta smack myself and say, put the fork down, stop eating. So if I want to have a Chick-fil-A sandwich and it's 450 calories, then I'm going to eat the Chick-fil-A sandwich. I know it's fried chicken and it's not the healthiest thing in the world for me, but I can't think of anything more unhealthy than carrying around all this weight. So if I don't get that fried chicken sandwich, I'm probably going to sit around and think about fried chicken all day, and then tomorrow I'm going to eat a 20-piece bucket of KFC. I'm better off just eating a fried chicken sandwich so I don't binge eat tomorrow. If I want a slice of pizza, I can have a slice of pizza. I just don't need to eat a whole goddamn pizza. And I just hold myself accountable to this calorie limit that I eat, and I just try to eat like a normal human being. The food that's out in the world that I would normally eat on any given day. It cuts my binges down, it cuts my cravings down, and it makes me feel like, nothing's worse, like I'm never going to be able to have a donut again. That just leads to more binges and it's more triggers, so I don't like doing that. So I eat Chipotle a lot, and I'm going to keep eating it instead of saying I'm never going to be able to have it again, or I'm going to wait 6 months, or wait till my cheat day. I ain't got the discipline for that shit no more. I have to find a way for this to work. So I'll get chicken. I'm a giant dude, and then I feel like their servings are getting smaller and smaller, so I'm going to do that double chicken. I think they use part chicken thighs, so there's a little more fat and a little more calories in their food. It's crazy how much boneless, skinless chicken breast you can eat if you don't put a lot of stuff on it. When you look at the calories of boneless, skinless chicken breast, you can eat so much of it. Obviously, this has got seasoning, and it's chicken thighs. It's got more fat, but I got to do the rice. I love rice. I know people are going to say, oh, get the brown rice. I don't like brown rice. But you can tell me all day it's healthier. I'm sure it is. And I don't care because I don't like it. I'm not cramming that shit down my throat. Give me the cilantro, lime white rice. It's probably got enough sodium in it to kill a horse, but I'm okay with it. And then, you know me, I like my dairy products. Give me that cheese and the sour cream. So I'm at 790 calories. I'm at 76 grams of protein, which is quite a bit. You know, my bodybuilding days, you'd want to get 50 grams of protein per meal. Plenty of protein there. You know, quite a few carbs. You know, you got the rice in there. And then quite a bit of fat. But for me, I'm at 800 calories, or I'm going to round up on that. I got double protein. If I drink a big ass glass of water with this meal, I'm going to feel probably reasonably full. If you want to get a burrito, you think you add like 140 calories. This thing's going to be, I don't know, up 950. I'll just do a bowl. That's 800. I spent 300 calories on my breakfast, which was peanut butter toast. I'm at 1100 calories. I got 900 calories left, and I'm probably not going to eat nothing else until 6 o'clock. If I get hungry between now and 6, then I will probably, you know, snack on some almonds. I'll eat something like that. Not a whole lot. Chocolate covered almonds, dark chocolate almonds, if I got a sweet craving, something like that. I might blow like 100 calories. Then I got 800 calories for dinner, and I could just about eat another one of these, but I probably wouldn't. There's a hell of a lot of sodium and some of this stuff, but here I was able to have my peanut butter toast for breakfast. I was able to have a real world Chipotle grill lunch, and I didn't have to feel like I had to eat bland ass chicken for the day with some like broccoli and bullshit. And I got, you know, 800-ish. If I snack on something here and there, I got 800. You know, maybe I'll have an apple. Maybe I have another banana or my first banana. Either way, I'm going to have like 800-ish calories left, and I'm not going to go to bed super full. Maybe I make myself a nice turkey sandwich or something at home. I don't know. Maybe I grill some chicken up. Don't even know what that's going to be. A small steak I could have too, if it's not, you know, ultra fatty. And you can have a fatty steak. I'm just going to have to not eat something else. But here it is. I can get through the day without starving and without having like cravings that leads me to binge eating. And as I start losing more and more weight, and things get a little tougher, I might drop that down to like 1,800 calories. Or I just up my exercise. You know, when I was jacked, it was, you know, you're younger too. You're full of testosterone, your body's burning stuff like crazy. I'd literally go bomb a workout, and I'd go get like 2 triple cheeseburgers from Burger King. They were $1.50 each. And for like $3, I could get like 100 grams of protein. And I would still stay jacked because I worked out so much. And you know, you're younger, and I had so much muscle mass that it didn't bother me as much. You know, I wasn't getting up on stage to do a bodybuilding competition. I was just into that scene and the powerlifting scene and whatnot. But I just learned that if you can find a way to eat remotely healthy, you know, my first step is you try to do it all at once. You don't want to eat the sodium, you don't want to eat the fat, you want to watch all these different things, and you want to eat more vegetables. You try to do all that at once, and you fail. You try to do all the meal prepping thing and you fail. The thought is if you're not perfect, then it's not worth dieting, and then you just go back to your old habits. Start with making some kind of progress. My first step in progress is capping myself at 2,000 calories. I try to cut the sugar out of my diet. I think a large part of my weight gain over the years has been drinking Coke, to be honest. I love Coke, and every time I stop drinking Coke, I lose like 20 pounds. It's crazy. I cut back on the sugars or remove the sugars unless it's natural sugars. And I just try to eat the food I would normally eat when I'm out and about living and when I'm traveling, when I'm working, when I'm going out with friends. I just eat normal ass food. As you start to like get in the rhythm, and then you can say, okay, now I'm going to cut back on some sodium maybe. I'm going to try to eat more vegetables. I'm not going to eat no fried foods. I get that. But to try to do it all at once, if you're someone that's had your weight and fitness bounce up and down, it's tough. And you're always playing those mental games, and you read these articles, and if you don't do this, then you suck, and your friends say if you don't do this, and you suck, and that's not healthy, and it's like, man, go talk to your doctor. Tell them how you operate, when your cravings are, when you need food. It will help you figure something out. I had to figure it out on my own for the most part. No magic pills, just putting the fork down, holding myself accountable, and doing some goddamn exercise. But this is how fast. I'll tell you what, you know, if I wasn't on a diet, I'll reset this thing. Here's my, like, if I wasn't being health conscious, this is pretty much how I would build this thing. I would get a burrito, and then the smoked brisket's great, by the way. It's just really expensive. I think it's yeah. I'm gonna avoid that. But I'd get double chicken again because why not? And then I would do rice, and I would do an extra portion of rice. And then I would do cheese, and I would do an extra portion of cheese. Basically, my burrito would come out the size of a small puppy. Um, and then when they had the old queso, I would add the queso, right? I'd add sour cream. I don't like this new queso. The one before this, they had the first one, the second one, and then the third one. The second one was my favorite. They should bring it back. Here's what I would eat: a double chicken, double rice, double cheese burrito. That one burrito that I would eat, and that would be sunk, right? You know, it would hit you, and it would be heavy. It would be 1,400 calories. Like this is those days when you're just like stressed out, you're starving, and you just go bomb a giant burrito, and it's got 1,500 calories. And I'll tell you what, I'm getting that fountain Coke. For some reason, like McDonald's to me always had great fountain Coke. Chipotle's got even better fountain Coke. I don't know how. Shit, they don't even list it here. They don't want you to put that on here, do they? I'm gonna say add 200 calories for a fountain Coke. I'm probably at like 1,600 calories. Here's the scary shit, right? You look back, it's like, man, was I really eating this? Like, yeah, I was. 1,400 calories are 56 grams of fat, right? 100 grams of protein, but 134 grams of carbohydrates, and then I'm eating basically my whole day's worth of sodium in one meal. Now, granted, if I did this, I probably didn't eat breakfast, and then I would eat this thing and I probably wouldn't even eat a full dinner, right? But I would probably eat enough at dinner to not be that great for maintaining my weight. But, oh, wow, it's 320 calories for the burrito shell. Jesus Christ. So much for the 140 calories. I was off. But, yeah, this is how fast like stuff can add up. Obviously, if you're a normal human being and you're not, I'm built like the size of a linebacker. I'm tall. I got wide shoulders. I got quite a bit of muscle mass. I can eat a lot. Black beans for some fiber. Just get the regular cheese on there. So even that burrito is 1,000 calories, which ain't bad. When you think about it, I had the burrito bowls at $7.90. You add a couple hundred calories. The tortillas basically making up for that. But you pick and choose your battles. I would, when I'm in like diet and fitness mode, I'm trying to stick to that 2,000 calories until I start getting in a groove and knocking some weight off. Until I start getting that first week or two. It's cool because if you stick to it, the weight comes off. It might be water weight and this and that, but you feel like there's progress. The bloat starts to go away, and you get motivated. And then once I get down there, then I can start trimming the calories back a little bit. Obviously, some days you're going to go over 2,000 calories. You're going to have good days and bad days. Just don't give up. You just accept that you're going to have really good days and really bad days. And stop thinking that, I had an extra 500 calories. I got to go make it up. You always say you're going to make it up and you don't. And then you get in a deficit. And you think that there's so many calories, you're never going to catch up. And then you're never going to be able to do it. And then you get down on yourself. And then you go pig out. I used to do the cheat day thing. I'm not even messing with that mentality anymore. Again, if I want a fried chicken sandwich for lunch, I'm going to just work it into my calorie count. I'm not going to worry about X amount of protein and carbohydrates. I'm not trying to do a bodybuilding thing. I'm trying to get through the day eating a reasonable amount of the healthiest food I can without going off the rails and just completely binge eating and eating a bunch of crap. I feel this is the way that I've been able to keep my mind on an even keel until I can get myself in a place to really start make some changes that are really healthy. But you got to start somewhere. So, again, I'm just talking about my experiences and what works for me. Talk to your doctor. I'm not a doctor, dietitian, none of that shit. I'll talk about, how I lift and my fitness and my cardio stuff that I do in another episode. But I'm a foodie, man. I like to eat. I like to go to restaurants. I want to, Yeah, I'm the dude that gets the dinner portion at lunch. It's that's I'm always going to be that person. You just realize that depending on where I'm at in life, I'm really in a big fitness mode, and I'm killing it, or I'm down some wormhole chasing some project or dream, and I just throw it all out the window, and I'm not even thinking about what I'm putting in my body anymore. I'm too consumed with this goal. I got these horse blinders on, and I'll get the goal. I'll make it happen, but something else ends up sacrificing. And a lot of times, it's my weight and my fitness, and then I got to get back on it again. So, but I think for a lot of people, I hope some of the things I talked about, I'm sure you went through too, or you go through those cravings, the triggers for binge eating, and the thoughts of I have to eat perfect all the time, and you got to do this and you got to do that, and this men's health thing said this, and my friend does that, and my friend does this fast, and um, figure out what works with you that's in line with whatever your doctor tells you. And I say go with that. If I would have followed everything that I read in the magazine, for example, or online, I'd probably be an extra 200 pounds right now. Because the things that they talk about, that's the most ideal, just doesn't work for me. Figure out what works with you. Talk to your doctor about it and get a plan together. But as of right now, it's almost lunchtime. I'm about to go kill. I'm about to go kill one of these burrito bowls. So I'm gonna catch you on the next one.